Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm here with the Acting Director of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, Ms. Brenda Lessamtai. Good to see you again.
Nice seeing you so soon.
Yes. We got a lot to talk about. And the Business of the Month winner, owner of Akia Bruley Designs, Ms. Akia Bruley. It's good to see you.
Good evening. Nice to see you as well.
Yes, and of course, Ms. Avalinda Freeman. She's Assistant Director in the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. Welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you.
A Youth in Business Expo.
Yes.
That's what it's called. And when we talking about youth, who are we talking about?
We're talking about, according to the youth policy, a young person is anyone between the ages of 15 to 29. However, for our Expo, we expanded that by 1 year. So we have persons 18 to 30 participating in our Youth in Business Expo. 18 being that's the legal age to own a trade license.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the Youth in Business Expo? What is that about?
Well, it basically came about because on the 30th of September was Caribbean Youth Day. And Caribbean Youth Day is celebrated throughout the Caribbean, highlighting our young people and their dynamic and awesomeness. And this year the theme was refocus, reinvest, reinforce youth integration for a stronger and sustainable Caribbean. And we at the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports decided this would be a wonderful opportunity to highlight our young people, our young entrepreneurs. You know, they're innovative, they're creative. This would give us an opportunity to highlight those that are currently in business, have created their businesses, and just to let the general community and the public see what they have done. So it's literally exposing them, highlighting their accomplishments on Friday at the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park.
That's this
Friday, the 23rd of October, from 12 noon until 6 p.m.
Okay. And what does the Youth Affairs and Sports have to do with that, Ms. Freeman?
Well, we're spearheading everything. This expo is at no expense to the young entrepreneurs. We provide the tents, we provide the tables, anything that they need. All they have to do is show up. If they have products, bring their products. If they don't have products, bring their brochures and just sell themselves for that day.
Okay, so you're doing the logistical aspect of it. You setting the whole thing up. Okay, and how many young persons you have so far?
Currently, I think we have 19 confirmed businesses taking part.
Okay. Now, Ms. Akia, you are the business of the year.
No.
Of the month. Okay,
Yes.
the month, right? The month. And how did that happen?
Well, actually, I was surprised. I just got an email saying that I was nominated for the spot, and I sent in my information, and I was chosen to be Business of the Month for the month of April.
Oh, okay. So that's been a while. The month of April. That's been a while ago.
Yes.
I think we should clarify that the Business of the Month
It's
is
Department of Trade.
initiative of the Department of
Department
Trade.
Yes.
And whereas this Expo is actually an initiative of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. We both have the same remit of working with our young people in entrepreneurship, and whereas they choose the businesses of the month, we thought instead of just choosing one by one, let us highlight as many of them as we can. Because, as I said again, we were highlighting our young people for Caribbean Youth Day. It was circumstances beyond our control why we couldn't do it on the actual day. It would have been on the day. So we just had to shift it a little further, and it's now Friday, the 23rd of October.
But I think what's important is, from my perspective, is that the Youth Affairs and Sports Department is not only focusing on recreation, but on total youth development.
Total youth development.
Total youth
Yeah.
development.
So you're talking about developing businesses. You're talking about developing education.
We're talking
Finding
about
jobs
health and
and
security.
health, so-
We're talking
yeah.
about culture and volunteerism.
Empowerment.
We're empowering the young people.
Yeah. So I think that makes
I'm
it,
excited.
That makes it more interesting.
We
I'm
thought,
excited. as
we
well.
thought it was important to show that young people are doing positive things.
Yes.
Because we have persons as young as 19 years old, 18 years old, that already have a business, have a trade license. And we thought it's important to show that young people are doing something for themselves. They are doing something to help the society to grow, the economy to grow. Because, on the news, all you hear about is all the ills that young people do. So we thought it was really important to highlight them
In a
this
positive
way, in a
light.
positive way.
Okay. And Akila, you are between the ages of 20 and 25.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
No? You're a little older than 25.
I'm older than 25.
Okay, you don't look, you don't look older than 25. But what is your business?
My business is a graphic design and illustration business.
Mm-hmm.
So it offers the service of design in the form of print or for web, in providing anything between like posters, business cards, flyers, advertisement, branding. I do a lot of branding, anything like that.
Okay. So, and you make websites as well?
I don't do too much web. I do, when I say for web, I mean more like for advertisements and stuff you will see, like maybe
online media.
Yes,
Oh,
online
okay.
media.
All right. So you're a print graphic house.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. And you were trained in graphic design.
Yes, I have a degree in graphic design.
Where did you go to school?
I went to school in Pittsburgh, Arts Institute of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I graduated in 2010.
Okay, cool. And so how how many employees do you have now?
Just one. So far.
So far, you have.
Yes.
And this is from you've been in business from 2010.
Yes, 5 years, and I work freelance. So
Okay, so from the time you came back, with your degree, you went into business more or less.
that's when I started to put it in motion, got my trade license. But actually, when I first moved back, I was actually working for a local graphic design firm here.
Mhm.
I worked there for 2 years before I branched off and went into my own thing.
Okay, and what made you do that? So I know you come from a family of business people, so you had that's in your DNA. But what was the primary motivation?
Actually, my motivation to leave there actually started out with me wanting to do more. I wanted to get my master's actually, but it didn't quite work out that way. So I ended up trying to start my business to try and push me in that direction a little bit more, but it still didn't work out that way, but it worked out a different way, which is this. So that's what motivated me to kind of branch off by myself.
And when you were chosen for Business of the Year, what were the
Business of the
criteria?
month.
Yes.
He's got this year thing. going on.
That's because he wants me
He wants you to be the business of the year.
I want you to be Business of the Year. Yes, I'm wishing that for you, right? What were the criteria? How were you chosen? What did they say made you stand out for that month?
Well, like I said, I was nominated by someone. I don't know who. I got the email, and really, I just had to hand in my my information. They asked me to write a little essay about the economy and how my business helps it, my goals, and what I see for myself and what I want. And I guess they were impressed with my answer as well.
Okay.
So they chose me, and I was surprised,
All right.
but very appreciative.
And getting into business, what sort of hurdles did you have to overcome? And at the startup, how did that work for you? How did you got your trade license, and then what?
Yes, I got my trade license. That was the easy part. Because after I did that, actually, the hardest part was actually starting out. Because I'm not a very social person. I wasn't very good at marketing myself. I'm not
in sales? You weren't good.
No, at
good in
all.
sales,
So
yeah.
I started out very, very slow. So it was, at times it kind of, I wasn't as motivated as I should have been, and I kind of wanted to quit. I think I retired a couple times. So it was slow, and that was kind of the hardest part for me, getting the ball
started,
rolling. Yeah.
Getting readjusting
Getting
your mind,
out there, yeah.
readjusting your mind to going out to meet people,
Yes.
to say, listen, I have this service, this is what I
Yeah,
can do,
because-
and I want I want you to purchase this service from me.
Yeah, like I said, when I worked at the farm for the 2 years, I pretty much just sat behind my desk. I didn't have to deal with nobody. I didn't have to speak with nobody. I just went in to work, did my work, and go home. So I didn't have to do everything that I have to do now. It was hard.
Businesses are
kinda-
totally different.
Yeah, it
It's
was
a totally different thing.
completely different.
And so you overcome that, and how is the business doing? Are you able to pay your bills?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, after the Business of the Month award, my business really expanded a lot. I started to get a lot more clients and a lot more opportunities, and so it really helped me out. And
To give you that
it's
extra publicity?
Yes, definitely. So it's been going good.
So are you doing any? I mean, yes, you can. Yes, you don't want to meet people face to face. You know.
I'm getting a little better at
Listen,
that.
I was a salesman. I was a salesman. I grew up in the printing business as well in New York City. I had my own printing company in New York City, but I'm outgoing, so it wasn't that difficult for me. But I know, I know what it is to be rejected a few times. You go up to a door and people, just I have somebody already. I've been dealing with this person for 50 years. I'm tight with their family. I'm sending their kids to college, and I'm not changing. And you get a whole bunch of stuff
Yeah.
coming back at you. So that part is very difficult. But now, in this modern time, you have social media, online. You got advertising spaces, a lot of free advertising. You get on the radio, you talk about your business, you go on talk shows. So there's a lot more avenues for you to market your business. Have you been? Is that something that you've been taking advantage of?
Honestly, no. I'm not that very good at social media. I just don't like it, so I don't use it much. Most of my business now, I find, is when people come to me, I ask them, where did you? They say either word of mouth, which is knowing people around. Somebody say, oh, I know this person who does this, and just from directly going onto my website, I find that a lot of people have been.
Okay. So where you see yourself in the future? Where you see the business going? What's your vision?
My vision is
for Broly Designs.
hopefully to expand a little bit more, to get some more creatives on my team, to expand my business a little bit more. I like to encourage people to kind of do these, step out of the box and not just be the traditional career people. Just try to encourage the arts, and I welcome anybody who is willing to learn. I want to teach people. I want people to express their creativity a little bit more. So
Okay.
hopefully expand my business a little bit more.
We're going to take a break for one from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to continue discussion about the Youth in Business Expo that's coming up this weekend in the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Park. Was at October the 23rd. That's this
Friday.
This Friday from 12 until 6.
6.
And we hope everybody will come out and see the young entrepreneurs. We're going to talk about developing entrepreneurs, what it means to get in business, and what Youth Affairs and Sports and Education is doing to assist young people to get in business. Keep it locked right at the Spotlight. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Spotlight is brought to you by Tortola Concrete Limited, the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, and CCT Global Communications.
Welcome back. Got busted. Welcome back to Spotlight. We're having a good time off the set and on with my guest, Ms. Brenda Samtai. She is the acting director of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, and Ms. Akia Bruley of Akia Bruley Designs, a graphic artist and a graphic art design firm. And of course, Ms. Avalinda Freeman. She's assistant director of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. And we're talking about the upcoming Youth in Business Expo on this Friday, the 23rd of October, starting at noon.
Starts at 12 noon with a very brief opening ceremony. At that opening ceremony, we will have the Honorable Premier, the Minister for Education and Culture, and we will also have Miss BVI, Miss Adoria Bali. She'll be a part of the celebration. You know, highlighting, really, I want to stress, highlighting our awesome young people who, as young as 18 years old, have thriving businesses. So the ceremony will begin at 12 noon sharp.
Okay.
12 noon.
So you're having an open ceremony, and you're having anything other than the expo? Because I know how we like to do things. We're not going to just come in and start
Yeah,
looking.
man. We're going to have some music up there. You can't have something and not have music for the young people. It just doesn't work out. So we have some music going on. We actually have Tola Radio. We'll be there all day broadcasting live from the expo. We're going to have, one of the highlights is a fashion show, which will be run by Miss Jasmine Perez of Bell Entertainment, and that starts at 12:45. And I must say here as well, the fashion show will be highlighting the vendors, the young people, their fashions. So again, we're pushing what our young people are selling, their businesses. We have everything is from the young, everything that's happening is all about the youth. The makeup is the youth, the fashion show is being organized by a youth, the clothing are by youth, so it's all featuring our young people that day.
So what kind of businesses we have? I think you named some of them already, but what there's 19 businesses?
Yeah, we
And
have.
what are these businesses going to be?
Transportation, we have car rentals, we have beauty, we have hair salon, we have clothing, we have construction, because we have Green Crete from Virgin Water. He'll be taking part. We have graphic designs, we have educational, we have Right to Read, that's a business. We have
That's the Sherry Cash.
yeah, we have Higher BVI, that's employment agency. So we have Body Glam, which is a makeup company. We have T-shirt Genius. We have Bayrock. We have Diva Hair Salon, Virgin Island Custom Brokers and Logistics, Triple M Variety, which is a clothing. So we have a variety of
And we have food
business,
vendors.
and we have food vendors.
A youth.
Okay, so it's eat, drink,
And
and
be
shop,
merry.
and
Yeah.
merry.
And we also have hourly giveaways, including free lunches from HLCC for college students. And CCT, which is one of our sponsors, they
Platinum sponsor.
they're offering a Go Fast LTE router as the major prize for the day.
So you got to buy a raffle, or who gets that prize? The public gets that prize, or the business gets that prize?
The public.
The public.
And how do you get that prize?
Random.
Right. Yes, it's a random giveaway. We have during the day.
They just select a person out of the crowd and give them the okay. The process to be determined.
Let's also say that we're partnering with the BVI Hotel and Commerce Association. They will be on site, as well as the trade department
will be on site.
also to assist, to talk to the young people themselves, to talk to anyone else who's interested in starting a business of their own. So we're putting agencies and mechanisms there that can help other young people who would be interested in figuring out how to start a business of their own. they'll be there as well.
So what is the Youth Affairs and Sports or the Ministry of Education doing to help to support young people who want to start businesses, to give them advice, give them procedural information?
Well, I can speak to
what-
that because coming on stream very shortly, one of the goals of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports will be youth entrepreneurship. And we are looking at partnering with agencies to create mentorship programs for businesses. We are looking at partnering with agencies to create business bureaus for youth. So we're looking at having mechanisms and organizations that support young people in their aim and goal and attempt to start businesses of their own. There will be seminars, there will be workshops. We're going to do everything that we can to give them the tools and the support so that they can find niches within the community that they can offer and develop and add to the economic growth of the territory. But we, as the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, that is part of our remit and part of our mandate. And it's also an objective in the National Youth Policy. So we will be very soon starting in the new year, starting to address how we can assist our young people in starting businesses, viable businesses in the territory.
Viable, sustainable business.
Viable,
You
sustainable
have a
businesses.
National Business Bureau.
Yes.
What role is that going to play in this development?
Well, we are going to obviously liaise with them and have a discussion and partner with them because they're the ones that know the business. So we're like the facilitator for the young people. So we are going to go to the agencies, to the organizations who have the technical skill to assist us in setting up what we need to do to help the young people.
Okay. What about investment capital? One of the challenges that all businesses have, and I suspect that is no discrimination based on age, is financing of business, and it's always been said that businesses don't begin to break even until around this third,
Yes.
between the second and fifth year of business, and during that time you could either be successful or you can fail, and without the capital to maintain your overhead, if you need inventory, pay salaries, that sort of thing, and do marketing, particularly do marketing, you wouldn't have the success you ordinarily would have, and that takes money. And many of us can go to the bank, particularly young people, can go to the bank to get the money. How are we helping in capital investment?
Well, there again, there has to be a discussion about a business trust, some sort of monetary trust that we can create that will assist young people in startup capital. And the mentoring part of it, and the workshops and the programs that will help the young persons understand what to do with that capital. That you cannot go and buy a Range Rover a month after you've made your first profit. You need to reinvest your money back into your business. Practical, real life training so they understand what they're doing when they start these businesses. We have successful companies who will mentor the young entrepreneurs and help them, guide them also. But when it comes to the money, definitely some sort of provision, thought, plan for a business trust. Specifically for young people, but we need one for the entire community. But that targets our young people will have to be considered.
Because it seems to me, and I'm wondering whether the Department of Education or Department of Youth Affairs and Sports have is this a thought out sustainable program, or is it Expo for an annual event
Okay, they're two different things. What we're discussing are completely two different
Right.
things. Because what I'm discussing now is the long term.
Well, that's
What we're
that's-
doing
that's-
on Friday
that's what I'm
is
asking. Is an
expo.
event. Is an
It's
event.
an event.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
an event.
it's an event.
And so I'm asking, I'm shifting the conversation, recognizing that Expo is not going to be enough to sustain the development of entrepreneurs in the territory. And so, and so I'm wondering if that has been recognized by government, and is government going to put a plan in action to facilitate the entrepreneurial spirit, which would be just making young people feel that if they want to go in business, the infrastructure is there for them to access to go in business. Because a lot of times, young people have great ideas. They don't like working for people.
The creative.
They're creative. They
Think
want to be
outside
out.
the box.
They want to be out of their own, out on their own, but they don't have the resources, and so they're frustrated, and they go on the job and they're not enthusiastic. They're not loving what they're doing, and their lives are not being fulfilled. So I'm wondering if we are taking those things into consideration as a government, and are we going to create the conditions under which the entrepreneurial spirit will be realized and thrive?
Well, I can say categorically yes.
Okay, which category?
That we are going to consider all those things you just said, but we have to do it again in partnership with the Department of Labor, in partnership with the agencies who already have mechanisms in place.
Like trade department.
So they can help us create the programs and the platforms we need for our young people. Bearing in mind, whatever we do will focus on our young people.
Okay. So you're looking at a multi-sectorial approach.
Of course.
To
Moving forward, the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports will be completely liaising with stakeholders in every single program that we have going on, because we're going to use the expertise of the agencies and organizations that already have it to help us realize our objectives. We're going to partner with whoever we need to partner with to ensure that our young people get the benefit and have meaningful and productive lives.
You hear it here first on Spotlight.
But tonight,
we make it a note. We keep a record of this stuff here.
Yeah. But tonight, we just want to encourage people to come out and support the young
Yes.
people. Come out and see what businesses the young people have, so that when they want a service, they know, okay, this young person has this business, I can go and get that service there. So we really want people to come out 12 until 6. So on your lunch hour, you could come.
Come to the opening ceremony and the fashion show.
And you eat your lunch, you watch the fashion show, you have a good time. When you finish work, you could come back. We're going to have a young band, Relentless the band, and it's strictly young people, 18 to 23 years.
That's a new band.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard. The first I'm hearing the name.
Yeah, strictly young people. 18 to 23 is the age group of that band, and they're coming to showcase themselves at that event. They'll be there about around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So when you're done work, you could come and
Just
support them.
stop in, get something to eat.
Get something to eat, dance a little.
Introduce yourself to the
Yeah.
young entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And just have a good
Have
time.
have a happy hour Friday.
You're going to be there. You're going to be there, Keila.
Yes,
And
I will.
You're going to participate. Yes. All right. We're under 10 o'clock. I just want to ask ask you one final question.
Okay.
Well, how do you see yourself as a business person in the community, and what responsibility you think you have as a business person in the community? Because this is a real issue for me. I don't know if it's not a pet peeve, because it's not a pet peeve. It's because it's too big to be a pet. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a real big issue for me. For persons going into business in our community, young Virgin Islanders going into businesses, and thinking that, I'm going to business to make money. And not that you're not, but the overriding thought is I'm going to business to make money.
Social responsibility.
And I'm going, and I'm going to hang my shingle out. I'm going to put my sign up, open my doors, and money going to come flooding in. And as soon as I get enough, I'm gonna buy a Range Rover, and then the next thing I do, I'm gonna get a boat, and then I'm gonna build me a big house, and I'm gonna be rolling the dough, and I'm gonna be having a good time. That's the parents that I'm seeing, and I know better. So I'm asking, as a young person, have you thought of? And it's okay not to have thought of it yet as a young person, because I didn't think of it till I was an old person.
So what you harassing the child for?
I ain't harassed. I wanted young people to get a sense of how important
Opportunities
business is
to think ahead.
to the community. So, what you thinking? I mean, in terms of being a business person in the community and having certain responsibilities as a business person.
Okay, like I mentioned before, when the Department of Trade thing came up and they asked for certain things, one of the things was what me as a business offers the economy of the country.
Yes.
And I think that that's very important for me. And I like to look at the bigger picture, because for me, I always tell people it's not about the money for me, because it's such a creative, artistic thing that I do. You know, I've been doing it even way before it was a business for me. So, you know, it's something I like to do. So it's not just for the money, but the bigger picture for me is being able to work with other businesses. And my line of work kind of it enhances other businesses, what I do. You know, I'm giving to them for them to do better in their business, which in turn boosts the economy for the country. So I'm looking at all of that, and I think that, you know, that's the big picture.
All right, cool. That's that we'll go with that for now. But there's a bigger picture, in particularly in providing jobs for, because, you know, everybody can't be in business. You know, and so a business, and we have to come to the realization that businesses provide food, clothing, and shelter for the rest of the community. You know, if I didn't have this business, if I wasn't an employee of this business, I wouldn't be able to pay my mortgage and buy food and have clothes and a car and all the good things, and get my hair done, and, you know, and my nails. But you see the point.
Yeah.
That you know, the businesses in the community really are the stewards of the community, and being a steward of a community. See, if you had 4 persons working for you, each had a wife and 2 children, you would be responsible for 4 families.
He's had a husband and 2 children.
A husband and 2 children. You would be
Your wife and 2 children?
you would be basically responsible for providing the livelihood for a family.
Yes.
That's a significant responsibility.
Yeah.
And so
I reached that fire.
but you see where I'm going.
Yeah,
that our
we
businesses
would
need
get
to
to that
start taking responsibility for the whole community.
Yeah.
And
It's a social responsibility.
it's a social responsibility, and yes, it's about making money.
But it's
Because if
also
you don't make
social.
no money, you can't help the community.
Can't help the community.
You know, but you have to have also, I think, provide for the community that is supporting you. It's a symbiotic relationship. One hand wash the other hand. I just want us to get that feeling. Yeah. Anyhow, beyond the 10 o'clock, I take up. You know, I like to talk. I thought it was important.
It's like a promo.
I thought it was important to say that. So this Friday, we're definitely coming by. Everybody's coming by to the New Eloy Positive Action Movement Park to see our young entrepreneurs and their businesses, see what they have to offer, go ahead, see the fashion show, get the live music from the brand new band, and eat and just hang out on a happy hour on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a great event and a great idea.
I have to give props, big shout out to our platinum sponsor, CCT Global Communications, who will be giving away the CCT Go Fast LTE router, and that is our top prize of the free giveaways.
Valued at $300.
Valued at $300, and some lucky visitor will go home with that.
That's the what you said?
the GoFast LTE router.
That's hot.
That is a hot, it is the hottest residential internet solution on the market.
That's what it says.
That's what it says right there.
I testify.
That's what it says right there.
Seriously, I testify.
And they said it's selling off the shelf.
It's selling off the shelves.
Yes.
So you're going to get one for free.
I testify to the LTE go fast. I'm serious. No buffering. Just, raw speed.
Recipe.
Yeah, raw speed.
Oh,
I might have to become one of
Yeah.
them.
And I remember the YMAX, I'm watching Netflix, and just in the good part,
And it
it
goes-
started going 2%, 3%, 5%. It's like I'm ready to tear my hair out, right? I mean, I don't. Anyhow, but with the LTE, go fast. It's nice. I testify.
So they come down to the park, they could win it.
Come to the
Yeah,
park.
Come to the park.
You can win it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you for having us.
coming by,
Thank
and of
you,
course, all the
thank you.
success to you, young
Thank you.
Akia Brewley. And it's always good to see you,
Thank
Abelinda,
you.
and y'all keep up the
And we're
good.
looking forward to seeing the public supporting the 19
Yes, we're looking
businesses.
for. I'll be there. I'm gonna be
Bring the
there.
crew.
I'm bringing the crew,
All right.
and we're gonna have a good Friday afternoon.
Good
in the
Friday
park
afternoon.
with our young people
Yes.
that are doing big things in the
Doing
community.
big things.
Big things.
Yes, next week we're gonna have the spotlight on another young person, Gabrielle Dene Hoyt. I don't know if you know Gabrielle. You know? Yes, songstress extraordinaire. She dropping her new album that her brother Brent produced.
Of course.
And you know them, Brent and them. I mean, they can play music. They play music while they're sleeping.
He was one of our young person highlighted for Caribbean Day.
Okay.
Brentwood.
Yes, that brother could play. I mean, when him and Kamau and Andre and Dalen
get
and them, when they all get together,
It's beautiful.
it's like
heaven on earth.
it's like the CD is playing. You know, them the top musicians in the country. Yes, so she's gonna be dropping her new album. So she's gonna come on Spotlight next week, and we're gonna hear some of that album and talk about her music exploits and some of the things that she went through to get to where she are. Because I think it's important for young people to know that these things don't drop in your lap.
It's a process.
Yes, it's a process, and you need to stick with it. So, of course, we encourage everybody to tune into Spotlight next Tuesday. Spotlight is seen here 8 o'clock on Tuesdays at JTV Channel 55, and we broadcast Sunday afternoons at 2:30. Like us on Facebook. Not enough people are liking my Facebook page. A lot of people are telling me they're watching me. So just go to my Facebook and like it so I can feel better, please. And and you could suggest topics or guests that you want to see. Okay, and I want to thank those of you who are always telling me that you're watching and giving me words of encouragement. I really appreciate that. I'm Edjuenka, reminding you that when the spotlight is on, you see the facts. Peace and blessings.
Spotlight is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands and CCT Global Communications.